Good morning students, welcome back to MS PowerPoint 5 class. Okay, today we are discussing the topics that is on animations tab. Okay, in that three groups are there mainly: preview, animations, slide, transitions. It's very important and it makes your presentation very attractive. You can set the animations for your placeholders here. Here, animation is a technique of creating an illusion of motion by streaming a predefined set of still images, objects and text. For images, objects and as well as text also you can set the animation here. PowerPoint allows to animate objects or specific content within a slide, and also it is to add animated transitions between the slides also. Transitions are a common and easy way to make a presentation very attractive. Okay. Here use the animations tab to add, customize and preview animation and transitions and transition to the slide. This is your animation tab. Here a preview or the preview one command is there in that. Next B animations, in that here custom animation is there. Okay, predefined animations are there that you can select from that option. Then in animation tab everything is there. For animation you can set the background sound also, and you can make it very like there are an option is there, like you can move the slides slow, very slow as well as fast. You can set that animation to your placeholders. If you set apply to all, that will be applied to all slides. Okay, that is there in that. These are the main three groups are there in your animations. Next one is in that first one we are discussing preview. It is used to preview the animation and slide transitions which you have created for the current slides. For the current slides, whatever animations you applied, whatever slide transitions you applied, that you can see on the screen itself while creating also by preview options. Preview of slide show, like you can preview like here down arrow key to move forward and up arrow key for move background of the slide, and right key to move forward and left arrow key to move background of the slide, that you can use here arrow keys for preview, and page down and page up while slide show. Whenever you are viewing the slide show of your created presentation, that time you can use arrow keys, okay, for movement forward, backward, and page up and page down. For forward, page down will be used. For backward, page up keys are used. Okay, and you can click the mouse anywhere on a slide to move forward in the presentation. And to exit the slideshow mode, you have to press the escape key. Like in a practical sessions and all, we used to show this all, but here it's very easy. Whenever you click on F5, that is slideshow, that time you can use these arrow keys for forward and background of the slides, and you can use page up and page down also, and you can use escape key to come out from the slideshow. Okay, these buttons you can use for previewing the slideshow of your presentation. Okay, next one will be animations. Here animate. Okay, choose an animation to apply to objects in the slide. You can select which animation you want and which slide you are going to apply, that you have to select here. Okay, already predefined. So many animations are there on the PowerPoint presentation. You can, if you are having laptop or PC at home, just go through this. Different kinds of animated predefined options are available. Just you can apply to a placeholder, that may be image, text or any object, and just preview that. Okay. Next will be custom animation. You can set the animation custom according to your wish. You can set custom animation, animate the task by using individual objects on the slide. For each and every individual object you can set the animation. To set the animation here, custom animation task pan will be used, task pan will come. Okay, that steps are, first open the PowerPoint file. To open the PowerPoint file, select the objects in slide. Okay, you have to select the objects from each slide. Like first slide you are having 2 or 3 objects, then select first object and you can apply their custom animation effects to that particular object of the slide. Then in the animation tab, click custom animation button and there will be animation tab on the screen, but to click on custom animation button. Okay. At the time custom animation task pan appears on the screen. Okay. Here custom animation effects, it will be displayed on the screen. In that you have to add effects. You have to use down arrow in the animation tab, click custom animation button, select any one option, again it appears sub options, select the desired option. That task pan window will be displayed on the screen. According to your wish, you can select the effects of the custom animation. You can add effects to your animation. Okay. This is your custom animation task pan. Okay, in that just go through this. Here in a task pan, custom animation task pan. Okay, in that add effect option is there. Here you can see in a add effect there will be 4 options: entrance, emphasis, exit, motion paths are this here. Like entrance in that again different options are there. In an entrance, whenever it comes the slide, it has 2 blinds that will be like, if you see in a laptop or a PC, it will be very easy for you practically. Like blinds, that lines will come like in a box structure it will come, or checkerboards like checks shape it will come, or in a diamond shape it will come, like flying it will come, like that. More effects are there. 40 to 42 effects are there. Whichever you want you can select from that in an entrance option. Like emphasis, next will be emphasis. In emphasis you can change font. Here options are this here. You can change the font, you can change the font size, you can change the font style, and you can grow and shrink the fonts, and you can spin the font also. Like if you are watching any serial or any movies, at that time the movie names will come in a different animated formats. Like that only your presentation should be more attractive, means you can set these all effects. Okay, the characters will spin and it will be displayed on the screen in a vertical or horizontal way in a different manner, and the words will grow. Like it will be very small, automatically it will be very large. Okay, and it will shrink. Sometime it will be very large and it will shrink again. That and all effects you can set through this emphasis. Then here options are there. Exit, in that during the exit what effects it has to show. Whenever the placeholder, here placeholder means your text, image, object. Remember this. Whenever that image, while exit of that slide, what it should do, what effect it has to show. At the time similar options what it will, you will apply for entrance. Same thing for exit, you can apply different effects. Okay. While closing the slide, the different effects should show on the screen that you can select. But effects are same here. Here also blinds are there, box are there, checkerboard are there, diamond is there, flying is there, that you can apply. Okay, last one is motion paths. Here you can set that motion paths, like how it has to rotate, diagonal down right or diagonal upright. On the screen it will be how it has to come down, it has to from up to down it has to come, or left side it has to move, or right side it has to move, or upwards it has to move, that slide. Okay, that you can set through motion paths, like it has to move where, up, right, top, bottom, like this you can set, and or diagonal down right or diagonal upright. Okay, that you can set, and otherwise you can set your own customer path. Okay, here it's there, you can set your own custom path, like it has to zigzag, it has to move very like in a snake order, in a zigzag manner, like different paths you can set here. Okay, here its option is there in that motion paths. In a motion path, fourth option, there will be paths are there. Okay, that your own custom paths you can set here, or you can select from the predefined motion paths. Okay, these options are there here that you can apply to your animation tabs. Different entrance, emphasis, exit, motion paths you can set. These all options are there in your custom animation task pan. Okay, there it is there. Options are there. Like after applying everything, you can play here only. There will be play option, or you can slideshow here itself, and you can slides from which to which you want to change, set, that you can select on click. Here slide on click, it has to do that animation. Okay, everything is there in task pan of animation tab. Like if you have PC at home, just go through this, open that animation tab, select see the all options, and you can apply to your created presentation. Okay, and you can apply the animation to each and every placeholder. Here placeholder means I already told, text, image, object. Okay, everything in that you may have tables, you may have the charts, everything will come. For that you can set the animation. Okay, this is about your animations. And in custom animation, in the modify, like a list box, you can see the options applied in the list. Modify is there, and there will be in a custom animation in start is there. In start means here, like there will be drop down list, you can select the desired option there. Okay, that is, it will depend on the selection of the effect option. In start it has to do aught, on click, or like that you can set here. That there will be option in direction, there also drop down list will come. In that you can select the desired amount, like you can select the effect, whichever effect in direction. In direction means already I told there, down, left, right, up, that directions, or diagonal right, diagonal upright. Okay, or custom path view also you can set. Then there will be in speed. These all options are there in custom animation task pan. In speed means here drop down list will be there. Okay, there desired options are very slow, medium, fast, very fast are there. Whichever you want you can select, and you can apply for that slide for setting the animation, that is custom animation. Very slow means the movement will be very slow. Very fast means it will be very fast. Like according to the whichever speed you want to apply to your slides, you can apply through these options. And then click play button. you can see the preview there itself. You can see the preview of selected animation which is applied to your placeholder that you can see here. Okay, these options you will set like modify, start, direction and speed in your custom animation task pane. Okay, the next one be slide transition. In an animation there will be slide transition. Here transition is the way of introducing each slide in a PowerPoint presentation slideshow. A transition specifies how the display changes when we move from one slide to another and provides dynamic effects on the screen during slideshow. Okay. Here transitions are similar, the animated formats, okay, that will be applied to similar way each placeholder. How to add transitions? Okay, there are steps to add a transitions. Like on the view tab, click the slide master button. This is there. We will discuss again in a view tab the same options here. Like there will be view tab on the PowerPoint presentation. In that you have to select the slide master button. Okay. Next will be in the left hand side tab, select the first slide which is numbered 1. You have to select the slide which is number 1. Then click the animation tab. Third option will be you have to click the animation tab. Okay, next in a fourth step, in the transition to this slide toolbar, there will be one toolbar, transition to this slide. Okay, browse through the transition option and click the appropriate choice. You have to browse from the transition and appropriate effect you can set to your appropriate choice, you can set to your placeholder. Next option will be when satisfied with the transition, click the slide master tab and then close master view button. After setting all the transitions, you have to click the slide master tab and then close the master view button. To close the master view button. This topics we will discuss again. Next, this is your slide transition. Here animations are there. In that transition sound, transition speed, transaction speed that you can change here. Types of slide transitions effects. Which are the different slide transition effects are there in PowerPoint presentation? There are several slide transition effects are there. Here slide transitions are the animation like effects that occur in slideshow view when you move from one slide to the next. When you move from one slide to the another, okay, there will be different slide transitions are there that you can apply to your each and every slides. You can control the speed of each slide transition effect and you can also add sound. You can set the transition effects and also you can set the background sound for the slide transitions. And MS PowerPoint 2007 includes many different types of slide transitions. They are as follows. They are there on the picture. Just go through this. Just see this picture. There will be no transition is there. If you don't want transition, you can set that no transition. Then there will be fade smoothly option is there. Then fade through black is there. Then cut through black, dissolve, wipe down, wipe left, wipe right and wipe top. These options are there in your slide transition window. There will be different options, toolbar. Those options will be displayed on the toolbar. You can apply any slide transition. Okay, that is there in your this picture. Here, how to add transition to slides in the presentation. Okay, that these steps are very important. How you will set the slide transition to the different slides of the presentation. Steps are: first one, open the MS PowerPoint presentation file. Then second one, on the animations tab in the transition to this slide group, click a slide transition effect. You have to select the slide transition effect. Next one, to see more transition effects in the quick style list, there will be click the more button. If you don't want only that much slide transition effect, if you want more slide transition, that time click on more option there. There will be more option on the animation tab of slide transition to this slide group. The next, to set the slide transition speed in the transition to this slide group, click the arrow next to transition speed and then select the speed that you want. You can select the speed whichever you want. Like there will be speed like very slow to very fast. In between whichever are there, very slow, medium, then fast, very fast. Whichever you want, you can select from that. Then in the transition to this slide group, click apply to all. Whichever transitions you will select, you will set the animations and all. If you press apply to all, automatically if your presentation is having 15 or 20 slides, it will be applied to all. Same effects, it will be applied to all. These are the steps to set the slide transitions to slides in the presentation. Slide transition to slides in the presentation. These steps are used. Similar way, the sound you can set for the slide transitions. You can add sound to slide transitions. Steps are, in the pan like animations, custom animation pan that contains the outline and slides tabs, click the slides tab. You have to click on the slides tab, open the presentation file, then open the PowerPoint presentation file, and then on the animation tab, in the transition to this slide group, click the arrow next to transition sound and then do one of the following. You can select the transition sound. There will be different transition sounds are displayed on the screen. You can select whichever sound you want. To add a sound from the list, select the sound that you want. There will be list of sounds. You can select the sound from the list, else you can set your own sound file to the PowerPoint presentation. That also you can do. To add a sound not found on the list, select other sound, locate the sound file that you want to add and then click OK. Just you have to add a sound file and then click OK. That sound will be applied to that transition. To add sound to a different slide transition, repeat above second and third steps. Again you have to repeat the steps, like you have to click on animation tab. In that transition to the slide group, in that you have to select the arrow key to select the transition sound. Okay, these steps you can follow for adding the sound to the slide transition of the each slide in the PowerPoint presentation. Okay, these are very important. In exam also they will ask like these kind of questions will come. Okay, remember all these steps, like add slide transitions to slides in your presentation as well as add sound to slide transitions. Okay, important questions will come from these topics are, for 2 marks, what is animation, what is slide transition? They will ask, you have to write at least 2 sentences. What is animation and what is slide transition? Write in two sentences for each question. Okay, there will be 2 marks for this question. Next one, for 5 marks, they will ask sometime, explain the steps to apply slide transition. You have to explain the steps to apply slide transitions to the slides of MS PowerPoint presentation. Okay, this they last for 5 marks. You have to explain everything. Custom slide transition also, your own way of slide transition also. Just you can explain this. Okay, in your final year exam, they last for 5 marks, these kind of questions. Okay, next class we will discuss one more different tab. Okay, till then have a good day, be healthy and be happy.